Good evening, everyone. It's been a while since I've posted an update, but a lot has happened. Good news and bad news. But since then, we've had little duckies. And I've brought these two children in. I see Emerald's laid an egg. And don't worry, their water's not dirty. That's just medicated and, vitamins and electrolytes to help give her healthy babies that come out of that egg right there. And we also now have turkeys. That's right, we have 3 little turkeys that hatched. Look at this little birchin that's just passed out. This is Button here, you guys. The rest of the turkeys don't have a name. Have not decided yet. But they are all precious little beans. And here we have black frizzles and barred rock and a few buff Orpingtons and a lot of black cochins that are not frizzles and a few birchins too. And as you can see, there's just a little white cochin right there that's not a frizzle. And these little babies are ready, but I cannot tell if they're girls or boys, so if you want pullets, then you have to wait until a couple days or a week or so. I did have Songbird come down with wryneck, so I trimmed her little face hairs here. And as you can tell, she's doing a lot better. She can walk now. And this little boy, he had something wrong with his legs. I think the girls knocked him down. And so he had to come in, and he's doing a lot better. He can stand and walk on his own. So it's becoming a nuisance because he can fly out of this here tub. But he needs to keep Songbird company right now. For those of you who wonder how I can tell if he's a boy, hear his little voice right now. When he's eating, he makes a certain little voice. And he also sings to Songbird, just like that. Most of the times, girls won't make that noise. Especially that, I think that's called tidbitting, when he's telling Songbird to come eat. I have to help her come over and eat and drink. Feels like she's got stuff in her tummy. She must have already eaten. She's doing a lot better now. And look who we have here. We have this little Pegasus white half moon beta. And over here we have her little husband, who does not like his pictures taken. Oh, there he is. But I'm going to put him with Holly for now, because I think his little wife is too young. And here's the other one, the other pair that I'm going to put together tonight. My camera won't focus. Oh well. And here's his little wife. All she's concerned about is food. And my incubator's getting empty. I'm going to add another tray in a couple days. And then I'm going to start slowing down because of the summer heat that's moving in. And look at the babies we got just this morning. And here is Dove Wings, first baby in 3 years. Isn't this thing precious? I forget how tiny they actually are. Anyway, these are little pheasants that are going to be ready in approximately 3 days, depending on how well they want to eat. I haven't been home all day, so everybody needs food and water. Let's see how well I can spill this everywhere. Hey, I did pretty good. And right here is Mrs. and Mr. Guppy. This is the girl. She is due for the 28th, I think. And of course, all my plants. And over here is the other babies that are also ready anytime. We have black frizzles and birchins, and this little barred rock here, white silkies and buff Orpington, and of course these little pheasants. I love them. They are precious children of mine. They also like to sleep in my hand, as you can see. I never would have expected pheasants to be this nice, but as soon as you pick them up, they just go to sleep. Doesn't matter which position they're in, they just go to sleep. And they have made a mess out of their food right here. You're gonna come bite me. These precious babies. Oh, look at that one going to sleep. She's using this one for a pillow. Anyway, I have more eggs in there. And more plants. Most of my plants are gone because I give them to the church ladies for Mother's Day. But some of you ask me how much of a hatch rate I have on silkies, and this is all the bad eggs. I mean, it's half full. They sometimes start developing and they don't develop all the way because the humidity and the temperature isn't right, or I moved them in here too soon before they started to hatch. Silkies are very touchy. You can't do them very easy. They're not a beginner's hatch. So if you want to start hatching, I would recommend buying children instead. Someone left plants in the lawn. And here the flowers are finally blooming. The wind and rain got to them a couple days ago. It really started to rain. Also, look at these little babies out here wanting attention. They're not hungry or thirsty, they just want grapes. And here's my Delaware family. This little girl does not look the same as her sister because she hasn't molted. For some reasons, she didn't molt this year. Buddy, what are you doing in there? Buddy Jr., you are not supposed to be in there, child. And here is my black frizzle pair. And this is Buddy, the one you all seen in the drawer. And no, I did not leave him in there. I just had him in there so that I could go get some eggs and he wouldn't be disturbing the girls. Yes, hello children. These flowers smell so good. Red Tail finally had her baby. She had a little boy. And Rose has not been doing good. Her and her baby are finally gaining a little bit of weight. But See the dark on her? That means she's been hot and sweaty, which means she's had a fever. And I don't know, but I think she's eaten a wire or a nail. And every time that shifts and stabs her stomach, it puts her in extreme pain. So we just have to give her a pain shot when she doesn't feel good. And yesterday, one of my little gooselets decided to eat a string. I believe it was this little girl that sucked down a half a binding twine, and her little brother came over to tell on her. And you all may be thinking, well, what was the bad news? Well, that little boy was not wanted by the guy that I was going to trade for. About that time, he had some people beside him, not far from his house, get the avian flu. So he said he wasn't going to adopt any more duckies. But these little babies are clean and precious. And so is Blueberry. It's amazing she was just a little fluff baby. Hey, I'm trying to talk here. All these people are noisy while I'm trying to talk. But she has bigger wings because she's like 2 days older. And they like to follow me around. Let me show you what they really like. Come here, babies. And they don't, if I get my finger in there, they really don't bite my finger. They can tell when I get my finger in there, and they're pretty gentle. Watch them just drip off my finger after I said that. She actually makes a lot more noise than the geese do. The geese just make this cute little silky noise. They're actually making these two friendlier. And this is Dovewing, if any of you have never met her. These are the parents to the child that I showed you at the first of the video. Oh, can't forget my egg carton. We're going to go get eggs. No. Alright, I fed the kids a treat. Let's see if I can get in here past them. Oh, there's an egg. Get out of the way, baby eyebrows. Right here we have a white Americana and a baby eyebrows. This is a little boy. As you can see by his red comb. I'm actually gonna show you the difference between the pullets and the roosters and birchins. If I can get these children to stay still right here. You can see this little man has quite a bit more silver on his back. And no, come back, child. Okay, he doesn't want to show you his tummy, but see his comb compared to hers is a significant difference, and she doesn't have any silver on her back at all. Hey, someone just picked me in the behind. That was rude, children. And she doesn't have any silver on her tummy either. Those white feathers you see are just some white spots that you typically see in birchins that that they usually get spots when they're first born, and it'll follow them through their first set of feathers. But here's the three parents to all these little silkies you see in here, and I think, yeah, this one is the other parent. And we also have a splash silky that just got trampled. Hopefully these big boys are gonna go away soon. But I don't know if this splash is a pullet or a rooster yet. I'm also keeping these well summers and the white Americanas. But I have black, excuse you, I have black olive Easter eggers and white olive eggers. This is a white olive egger here. I don't know why she's pure white. She should have markings on her. But anyway, this one is those black silkies and white silkies are ready to go. I can finally tell that they're Pulitzer roosters. I'm not sure about the smallest ones like that one though. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have going on right now is the urchins and the partridge silky. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out to be a partridge. This is one of those striped babies I showed you guys a while ago. And so, also with silkies. No, we don't want picked up. I'll grab this one. You want to pull back their little hair right here on their faces. And you want, this one is black, it's going to be hard to see the comb. Yeah, that one looks like a little girl. See how fat that is? Well, hello, you come up to see me. Goodbye. And that is one of the black Easter eggers. Most of them have little fluffs on their head. And I think there's only one that doesn't. There's an older one right there. But these are all the ones that are available except for him, and I'm going to be keeping him. He is the rooster to my silver laced Wyandotte. And we're going to have babies out of her finally. And we're going to keep these little girls too. I like Whale Summers. They was actually my first chicken back in 2017. A good friend of mine gave me a Whale Summer little girl, and she was old and couldn't lay eggs anymore, and she just decided to crow. So they couldn't keep her in their subdivision, so I ended up with her and fell in love, and now I have a chicken business, and I blame that all on my friend for being the crazy chicken lady of Idaho. Gotta put this egg right here. Here is the parents to the baby pheasants we got. Actually, we're just gonna go get one of their eggs. There's probably one out there right now. But if you have ordered a pheasant or planning to order a pheasant, please don't breed them together, because I'm pretty sure these guys are related, because I had a hard time getting babies out of them. The babies I did get had crooked toes, and I finally got them so that they didn't have as many crooked toes, but I got them to where they're pretty healthy, but you know, you don't want to risk it having more than 2 generations. So I'm in the process of looking for a new rooster so that we can have some healthier babies. Also, we planted a little bush. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. And we got an egg. That's all, just one. There's 2 colors. One's kind of more of a brown, and then this one is a real pretty green. Whoever lays the green egg out of these 2 girls is the best layer. She started laying first back in April, and now that the brown layer has quit, she is still laying as well. So she's the best layer. I wish I knew which one she was, and I would keep some children out of her. I'll drop the gate. Oh, almost dropped my phone too. This is hard to do with one hand. Also, can somebody tell me if I'm vlogging or what I'm doing right now? Because I really don't know. I'm just a dumb person that's filming my little children that I'm very proud of. Hello, eyebrows. No, no, no. Oh my goodness, they're all coming. You have food and water. What do you want? Yes, these girls are all quarantined because I don't want any nasty little birds getting in here and contaminating them with the flu or anything. And no eggs. I just use golf balls for the tinned eggs. Hello, Smiley. This little girl is so precious. She just follows me around. So does Smiley, but she doesn't really want touched anymore. What do you girls want? There's my silver-laced Wyandotte. I think her name starts with a W. I don't think I can pronounce it though. But those olive eggers should look like this one. This is their grandma. Hey, be nice. But this is what your children will look like, people that have already ordered. But that little girl right there is a surprise baby. She is a cross between this, what are they called? American White Breeze and Mr. Eyebrows here. So I did not expect to get a child out of either one of those, but I thought the egg belonged to Eyebrows' wife here, but it didn't. Eyebrows got some explaining to do. See how he just tidbits and all the girls come running because he found a little treat for him. He doesn't eat it, he just feeds it to his girls. He's such a good boy. But anyway, oh, almost stepped on you. You need to be more careful, child. Oh, look at all the babies in there. Also, that is the black Easter egger and that olive egger back in there. As you can see, she's getting little spots. I'm actually pretty curious what they're gonna look like because they don't look like her when she was this age. So we'll see. We'll get some eggs. Oh, look how big this one is. I bet that's a double yolk. I mean, look at that compared to this little normal egg. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I decided to bring you guys along so you could see. But I actually don't know what I'm doing here. I'm talking to my phone like a crazy person. So my children are like, who are you talking to, Mom? Well, I hope I'm talking to some people that enjoy listening to me babble on about all my children that I have. The guineas turned into a dog? You guys made a mess out of your food. This is probably my least favorite part of all this. Having to climb in way back in there to grab that little egg on my hands and knees because the ceiling is not tall enough. Okay, we got this little egg, if you're wondering. These eggs on this side are to hatch, and these eggs on this side are to eat and send to the people there in town. But another big update that you guys have not heard about is the guineas have finally started laying eggs. And I put one in the incubator and this came out of the egg. What do you know about that? Any eggs? All the guineas have 2 eggs for us. I wonder if we're gonna get another dog. But no, I don't hatch the guineas' eggs. They just go right in here on this side to be eaten. I'm actually pretty surprised their eggs are that small, because they're quite a big bird. But let's move Star and get him so he can have some more food. Okay, we got Star moved so he can still eat and he can still reach his water. And look how big my potatoes have gotten. They're all around here. Also, I planted some eggs and these little things come up. You guys let me know in the comments what them are. I think they're gonna be chickens. They're gonna just like grow little chickens on the vines. And here is some more potatoes and some more coming up. And some more. I actually think this is a little tomato that is a volunteer from last year. But we'll see. But that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching my videos, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.